Same story for another day. Winter weather advisories were in effect throughout the entire day because of freezing drizzle, plenty of periods of it. And I don't see that shaking off until we start to go into the overnight hours. That's why winter weather advisories are in effect until we hit the midnight hour at the latest. Then we might get some breaks in the action come tomorrow. But drizzle in its own right is downright tricky. Not only is it too small to be picked up on the radar, it's forming about only a mile up, and temperatures at that range between 14 and 32. Drizzle can only exist in liquid form, and unfortunately, since it doesn't have much time and the structure doesn't allow it to freeze before it hits the ground, we are seeing, with the temperatures in place for today, anything coming from the skies is freezing drizzle. And we're seeing at least a little bit more bouts of it now around Milnette, east of Neosho, parts of McDonald County, and south of Springfield, even a couple of clusters right around Grand Lake. But this is periods of freezing drizzle because of certainly the temperatures at the surface. 30 around the midnight hour, and then we just held in the 20s for much of the day, but now we're sitting in the upper teens around Joplin, and checking into Joplin Regional now, it's actually 18 degrees, so I might do adjust temperatures during the overnight hours. Still doesn't change the fact that it's cold, though. Feels like 6 with a north breeze at 10 miles per hour. It's 11 in Iola, 18 in Joplin, 30 in Anderson, 19 in Miami. Everybody's just flat out cold no matter where you are. And even though we're going to shake off some of the freezing drizzle during the overnight, we're going to hold on to some areas of freezing drizzle, and everyone's going to say cold, with temperatures bottoming out in the teens tonight. At least we're not alone in dealing with this. It's not just our parts of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri dealing with freezing drizzle. It extends from Wichita all the way through the southern Ozarks and northern parts of Arkansas. At the surface, we have a stationary front part across southern Missouri that's helping at the surface to get this moisture to lift up and cause that drizzle to develop. That's going to start to fade away as we head into tomorrow, so that's going to help us out somewhat. But as long as we're still underneath this big upper low, we're going to continue to see waves come on through, keeping us busy over the next several days. So periods of freezing drizzle continue for the rest of the evening. But looking at the latest with Doug, once we get past the midnight hour, we should back things down to just a couple areas of freezing drizzle as we go into tomorrow morning and throughout the day tomorrow. Still doesn't change the fact that if you encounter freezing drizzle, if you have to be on the roads, just take it nice and slow. Otherwise, stay off the roads if you can, because not only are the side roads a mess, some of the main roads can be a bit tricky as well. As far as temperatures for tomorrow, so far I have us starting at 17 in the morning, 23 by noon, highs around 25. Once we get past a relatively quieter Tuesday, we'll go into Wednesday with another wave on the way. That'll start to pick up the freezing drizzle again, but hopefully as we get colder aloft and a little more moisture on the way, hopefully we can see a little bit more in the way of sleet and snow trying to mix in to help balance things out. Thankfully, though, once we get by Thursday, cold enough air aloft and at the surface, it's going to mean sleet and snow chances possible Thursday. Still looking light at this time. We'll keep an eye on that. We'll stay dry for Friday, but then another quick wave comes in for Saturday. That certainly looks like a decent chance for snow on Saturday as we turn just flat out cold by early next week. 25 tomorrow, lower to middle 20s all the way through Friday. Teens for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Chris. And unfortunately, we could see lows sneak below zero by the time we hit Sunday and Monday morning.
Well, it's just more reason to stay inside and definitely bundle up. And like you said, stay off the roads tonight. They're pretty darn slick out there.
Yeah, and for those that have to be out, just please take it nice and slow and plan ahead.
All right, Nick, thank you so much. And as Nick said, this